Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Checking in on Apple on the daily and weekly time frame. And on these charts, Stockcharts.com adjusts for dividends and splits, which are artificial changes in the price. And I like the fact that it does that because when gaps are created by companies doing certain things on the charts, it can give misinformation on technical analysis. So adjusting for the splits, we have Apple at an all-time high. And I know the price has been hit higher in the past, but if we look here at the adjusted price, the all-time high was $129.92, and we did break that level today. So as far as I'm concerned, Apple is hitting blue sky breakouts. You could make the argument it's not, and really not going to split hairs here, but in my opinion, factoring in the artificial changes in the price, Apple bulls hit higher highs today. So we did see profit taking at the end of the day, but it was a huge bull move today, and looking at the shorter term time frames in just a moment, we'll go over how we knew that the bulls had strength the vast majority of the morning. So we had the gap up open, and every time you see a gap up, the question is, are we going to fill the gap to the downside, or are we going to continue to see strength? More often than not, we fill the gap to the downside a bit and see some profit taking, but that was not the case today, and we'll see why. But here we are, hitting the highs that we had seen and breaking them, but we did pull back with some profit taking at the end of the day. So that is still a resistance zone up at 130. And looking on the 5-minute time frame here. So an observation that I have made in the past, however long as the 20-period moving average support holds on the 5-minute chart after a gap up open, that tells you that there's not going to be profit taking. If we lose that 20-period moving average support, that is when we know that there's going to be profit taking. So if that's your guideline, you're going to save yourself profit more often than you're going to miss moves to the upside. There are times where we lose the 20-period support and then the bulls show back up. But again, if you're doing this for decades and doing it long term, you want the odds in your favor, and using the 20-period moving average as your guide does that. So we held it as support right before the open. We held it. We've closed on this candlestick. We did close 6 cents below that level, but you can see that candlestick is bulls buying the dip, and the next candlestick we very quickly recovered it. So potentially you could have used that as your exit point, but if you did not, that 20-period moving average support held the vast majority of the day. Again, there was another one candlestick here towards the end of the day, but using that as your guide and watching the higher low pattern on the 5-minute, we didn't break this higher low pattern on the 5-minute until here at the end of the day when profit taking set in and 129.65 broke. Once 129.65 broke, the bears took over, and we saw some significant profit taking. Not surprising after seeing a 7% plus move on the day, but using that 20-period moving average and using the higher low pattern on the 5-minute kept bulls holding strong, seeing all that strength throughout the day. This hourly time frame cooling off the RSI, which was overbought, this could be a bull flag for continuation, so we need to keep an eye on the trading action tomorrow. We have plenty of support levels to be looking at. I'm looking at 127.85, 127.66. Pretty much everywhere that we formed a higher low, that is a support level to be watching tomorrow. And in terms of resistance, 129.94 and then 130.49 the high of the day. So we'll be watching to see if this hourly is a bull flag tomorrow. Tons of strength for the Apple bulls, but we are pretty overdone to the upside. If we look at this weekly chart, we have seen a huge move over the past 2-3 months. So going to be keeping an eye out for consolidation, but a very impressive day for the bulls today. They certainly proved their strength to me, and we'll see if they can follow through with some more tomorrow. Upper Bollinger Band on the daily will be support to maintain breakout mode. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you tomorrow.